I mean, for me, as a psychologist,
You're a trained psychologist, or you've studied psychology?
I study psychology. In fact, I have discovered the cure to addiction. Here you go.
Sorry, what?
The cure
To
addiction.
addiction. Okay.
Here you go. I have discovered the cure to addiction. Have you heard it on the news?
But before we go there,
The thing is, a psychologist. Liars are feared.
liars are feared.
Yeah, liars are feared.
Okay.
This is psychology.
Okay.
Liars are feared. Do you fear your God?
Do I fear my God? Yes, of course I fear my God.
Here you go. Hi,
What's the name?
Miguel.
Hey, Miguel?
Yeah.
Abbas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So basically, I was Catholic. Then I became atheist. And then I've written the first theory on God, not based on faith ever.
On, sorry, what?
The first theory on God, not based on faith ever.
Okay. And what is that about?
Basically, God is the uncaused cause, no?
Right.
Or the miracle, let's say.
And cause, I like that.
The miracle, no?
Right.
Okay, what I'm saying, my theory says the miracle is not something external to us, like religions, proclaim. The miracle is us.
So we are all gods.
Exactly. We are the universe, life and death. Every living organism, everything is God. God is a living entity.
Right.
And God is eternal and mortal. God is finite and infinite, superior and inferior.
It's a unity of existence theory. Unity of existence.
It's pantheism, isn't it, really? A form of pantheism.
Well, I never heard any similar to my theory.
No,
Never.
it's very wide. There's a body of people who do believe that. So Hindus have a similar concept
That
God is in everything. So the question to you would be:
But basically, I mean, when I say God is not in everything, what I'm saying is we are God. Okay?
you're saying we are God, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, how have you arrived at that conclusion?
Yeah, because I think, okay, therefore I exist, okay, therefore I have been created, or I have existed forever.
Right.
Who created me? God. My parents. Who created my parents? My grandparents, and so on and so forth, eternally. Meaning that God is eternal, and meaning that God is mortal. How is it possible that can be mortal and eternal at the same time? It's impossible, but it's real. It's a miracle.
So
It's an impossibility possible. a
Before
miracle.
the universe came into existence, where was God?
Before the universe, God came into existence.
So God is not eternal then,
No, God is external because the universe came from something.
right?
You understand what I mean? And something came from something. God, life and death, us have been existed forever.
So before the universe came into existence, you already existed. Is that what you're saying?
God is a living entity.
Right.
God existed.
So God existed
Yeah.
before the universe.
Yeah. I mean, God has been existed forever.
So therefore, God is distinct from the creation of the universe, because before the universe, God still existed, right?
You see, God is the universe. God is.
I understand, but before the universe came into existence, you're saying that there is still this entity, God, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, logically, God is distinct from the creation of the universe. He cannot be part of the universe.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like you are distinct from your parents.
I understand that. But if I was not in existence, my parents are still in existence, right?
Yeah.
At that point, they're still distinct from me because I'm not in existence.
Exactly.
Right. So God, before the universe came into existence, He is distinct from the universe because the universe is not there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we accept that as Islam.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
So in Islam, we accept that God, i.e. He, Allah, is distinct from the creation that He created.
Not too big.
And that you, as you mentioned, are a creation. You could argue that you're a creation from your parents,
Yeah.
but we would argue that everything that's created, it comes from the will and the power of God Almighty. So things don't just happen by themselves. So the very atoms that are held in my body, holding my body down, you could argue, well, that's because you are living under pressure of the atmosphere. So the oxygen, your molecules, if you're in space, you just blow up, you'd be gone, right? But we believe that all of those things are a creation of God.
Well, what can I say to that? You know,
Now the point here is this.
I mean, for me, as a psychologist,
You're a trained psychologist, or you've studied psychology?
I study psychologist. In fact, I have discovered the cure to addiction. Here you go.
Sorry, what?
The cure
To?
to addiction.
Addiction. Okay.
Here you go. I have discovered the cure to addiction. Have you heard it on the news?
But before we go there, before we go there, I wanted to just ask you
Yeah.
that. Have you looked at the Quran? Have you looked at Islam at all to find out what is it that we believe? Why is the Quran claimed to be from God Almighty?
The thing is, a psychologist. Liars are feared.
Liars are feared.
Yeah, liars are feared. This is psychology.
Okay.
Liars are feared. Do you fear your God?
Ashhadu.
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 Ashhadu la ilaha illallah.
Ashhadu.
أشهد لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
And we're told that the person who accepts Islam, all of their good deeds are also not shared, but equally given to those who support it and given the dawah. So there are numerous ways to support the dawah. You can do that via PayPal, you can join our Patreon, or become a YouTube member. All of your money will then be used to spread the word of Islam throughout the world by creating more content, translations that would reach far more people than they would have normally reached just with the English language, but also to help new Muslims that come into the faith that might need books or training or courses. All of this goes towards enhancing the dawah, and we're very, very grateful to all of your help. Jazakallah khair. I hope, inshallah ta'ala, you enjoy the video. Do remember to like it and to recommend it to your brothers and sisters.
Do I fear my God? Yes, of course I fear my God.
Here you go.
But there's a difference. It's not just fear. It's love and it's fear. Now, for example, you as a child, did you have fear of your parents if you did something bad?
I mean, personally, I'm not going to talk about my personal life,
Anyway,
but,
okay.
but I shouldn't have fear.
Okay,
I shouldn't.
I'll give you my example. Okay, I'll give you my example. The creator of the heavens and the earth, he knows what motivates you, he knows what motivates me, he knows what motivates people. Why do people go to work? Because they fear if they don't go to work, they will not get paid. If they don't get paid, they won't be able to pay their rent. If they cannot pay rent, they'll be out on the street. The fear of that happening, it keeps them motivated. Yes? If you love your wife and you don't want to lose your wife, yes? Another woman at work, maybe she comes, oh, you very nice, da 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 da. But you say, oh, hold on a second. If I do this, my wife will find out, she will leave me. I'm not going to do that. The fear of losing her maybe stops you from doing bad things, yes? So Allah knows what motivates you. Allah knows what motivates all human beings. So the fear of Allah's punishment, hopefully, inshallah, will save me from doing bad things. You drop some money, nobody's looking. I can pick it up, I put it, I walk off. But I know Allah is watching me. And I know that that's wrong. And I know that's stealing. And I know that's punishable. And I know that the punishment hurts.
According to my theory, you wouldn't steal it because you are God, and everybody is God.
I would not steal it because I fear Allah, that Allah would punish me if I did something bad to somebody else. Now, once you achieve a certain level of taqwa, a certain level of connection to God Almighty, then actually the love of God becomes the most significant factor of changing you as a person. You love Allah so much that you don't want to pick up the money and steal it because you know Allah will be unhappy with you. So to please Allah, you do the right thing. You go, hey brother, you drop your money, take your money. You see, I'm not at that level
If
yet.
everyone is God, why do sins and evil happen then? So if we're God,
Because-
and I commit a crime, I stab this
Because
brother, then
God is love and hate. God
It's
is
not hate.
So God is evil and good.
Evil and good. Yeah, God is even and good. It's an impossibility possible.
Brother,
a miracle.
before we go there, brother, before we go there, you're a psychologist, right?
Yeah.
When you learned how to understand people, you had to do deep study to understand the concepts of the brain, the mind, maybe how external things influence it, drugs, alcohol, trauma, right?
Yeah.
These things all have an effect, don't they? Yes? Who did you go to attain your knowledge? You went to the people with knowledge, the people who know.
Yeah.
Yes? So whenever we come up with a theory of life, of existence, of God, it is better to go to wherever the knowledge takes you, wherever you find the knowledge.
Okay.
Now I'm telling you that this Quran that we have claims to be from Allah, from God. And it tells us certain things about ourselves. And it tells us certain things about how we need to be. And it explains the reality of things. So what I would say to you, brother, as an academic, as an educated person, investigate the claim.
Yeah.
Investigate the claim.
I'm going to investigate
And when it claims to be a miracle, try to find out what are these things that are miraculous. And if you find that the evidence is very strong through your academic research, that this could not have been the work of a man or a group of men, that this must have been from something that's far superior, far higher, and it's claiming to be from the Creator, and if that's where the evidence takes you, then go with the evidence. If you became a psychologist by yourself, just thinking about how things work, you may have made many, many mistakes, right? If I do the same thing, if I learn psychology without looking at studies, statistics, experiments, reports, records, testimony, I'll come up with conclusions that might be very wrong. That's why it's very important to have evidence to guide where we end up. Otherwise, we may end up in the wrong place.
Yes. And that's why, look, I claim that once my theory on God is known, I claim that, once my theory on known is mainstream, religion and atheism is gonna end. And that's my prediction. Okay? Would I be right? Would I be wrong? Would you accept the challenge? Would you read my theory on God?
I'd read anybody's
But it's not your
theory. It's not a problem.
There's other theories in the past that have stated. Ibn Arabi states unity of existence. Exactly.
No,
what
exactly
what you said.
It's not exactly what I said.
But you said my theory.
No.
It's my theory because it's unique.
Okay.
It's not unique.
It's unique.
Okay, but what I'm trying to...
Read it. I said the challenge.
What I'm trying to say to you
Yeah.
is that anybody can come up with a theory.
Yeah.
I can come up with a theory.
Yeah.
He can come up with a theory. You can come up with a theory.
Yeah.
What makes me right, him wrong, you right, me wrong, whatever? What makes us right? Me being convinced of something being right doesn't make me right.
Yeah.
That's important to know, right? Just because I think it's true doesn't make it true. We have to engage our rational faculties. What is the evidence that you have for what you're claiming? And how testable is that evidence? And that's what I'm telling you to do with the Quran.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not just, oh, you believe it because it sounds good, or it's a novel theory, or it's a one-off theory. No. Investigate the claims.
yeah.
And if the evidence is strong, then accept it. If the evidence is not there for you, you don't have to accept it.
Perfect. what is? How do we know if we are right or wrong? The truth.
Yes.
The truth is life, and the lie is death. Okay. The truth. The truth is something is truthful, is life, and something is deception, is a lie, is death. Okay.
I don't understand what that means, to be honest.
It means that, for example, if I claim I have discovered medicine to cure cancer, if the medicine is life, I am right. If I give the medicine and people keep dying,
Okay, so let me look at that analogy that you've used.
Yeah.
Yes. Supposing you're a diabetic
yeah,
and you're dying because of problems with your diabetes,
yeah,
and I know that you need insulin.
yeah,
Yes, and you don't want to take the insulin.
Yeah.
You say, I don't want to take it. And I say, it's not insulin, it's just water. And I put it inside you, inject you,
Yeah.
and it saves your life. I lied to you, right?
yeah,
That was deception.
yeah. That was a substitute.
But you said I saved your life.
Yeah, but how the water is gonna save my life?
But it wasn't water, it was insulin.
Ah, okay, yeah. It means it's truthful in the sense
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
insulin is the working. Yeah,
But yeah, I lied to you.
yeah. You lied to me. Yeah, but
So it was a lie.
yeah, it was a lie.
But it gave you life.
Yes, yeah, but that analogy is not good, in the sense
Well, I
that
would say that. I know why it's not good. It's because you.
that analogy is not good, because what I'm saying is someone claims that the insulin is cures, or someone
Look, the point.
doesn't cure.
The point is this: if a child is sticking its finger in the electricity, in the socket, yes, and the mother says, "Don't stick your finger in there. There are dragons behind there, and the dragon will bite your finger." And the child doesn't put the finger in there because he believes there's a dragon behind there, right? That's a complete lie. But it saves the life of the child because the child doesn't stick his finger in.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yes. So the analogy you're using doesn't.
Let's put another analogy.
Ayaz, sorry brother. Ayaz, how long do I have for Dhuhr? About 15 minutes? Just put the masala down. I'm going to actually finish very shortly now. I don't want to miss my salah because
I have a question.
So let's go.
I want to ask.
No, before you do, look, we have a free Quran here
Yeah.
in English. Is okay? You fine with English?
Yeah, I'm fine. The thing I have like 3 or 4 copies of Quran. I have.
But look at this one. If you think this one is a good one for you, then we'll
Okay.
give you this copy of the Quran.
Yeah.
Take our email address.
Yeah.
Contact us.
Okay.
I'm not asking you to blindly follow anything.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to be convinced because I'm convinced. I'm saying, look, here's the evidence.
Okay.
Look at the evidence. You're an educated man.
Yeah.
Make a rational decision based upon the evidence. Is it far more likely that this is true? And if you find that, you're convinced by that, accept it.
All right. Okay. I do that, and you read my
No
theory,
problem.
and next week we
problem.
come back and we talk.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to just pray because I'm going to run out of time. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Okay.